Welcome back to another episode of Kerbal Hard and Uncut, and I'm just going to resume this flight because I'm about to do, or I was going to do, a burn just to sort out our, just the end of last episode we did our burn to Elu, and we're just going to do a little burn now, just to get a little closer. So if I zoom in, we've actually got a little maneuver node there in the sphere of influence. It's going to pull us in here, and it's only going to be about 16 meters per second, so we're just going to do that. And hopefully it will actually work. I'm just looking at going, that doesn't look as though it's going the right way. Okay. Come on. Thank you. What's going on? This is what I hate about maneuver nodes sometimes. Sometimes they do not play nicely. Oh, there we go. Oh, hello. Now, how close are we? Could we do a little? Oh, we're too far the other way. So what I need to do is actually go around. We'll go to the radial in, I think that will be. We'll go to the radial inside. There we go. We'll just do a bit of that. There we go. Now, how close are we? It's not brilliant, but it's better than it was. So we can close that off, and we can have a look and see, right, what's this maneuver going to cost us to actually capture now? Let's have a look. It's going to be expensive, isn't it? Okay, yeah, we have the fuel to do that with this stage, giving us a bit of help. But can we get into low orbit is the question. Well, yeah, once we're caught, we're actually not too bad. So that might be an option. That's a good idea. So there's going to be polar as well, which might help us with the getting of the sciences. We will see. So what do we need to do here? We need to make a little alarm, of course, don't we? Create an alarm. Oh, actually, we can't do that yet because we're not in the right sphere of influence. This is one of the things I must remember to do. So we're going to come out here. Let's just check. Are we getting all electricity? We are. We're actually facing straight into the sun there, aren't we? That's good. All right, let's jump back to here. And we want to escape the sphere of influence reasonably quickly, actually. In fact, you know what? We'll just do this. Just make it happen very quickly. To there, and then just slow down a bit. I always have a thing, and I know it's supposed to slow you down. It's transitions, or it used to. When they used to have big jumps on transitions, they introduced a thing in Kerbal which would actually auto-slow the warp, so that you wouldn't jump across it at like 10,000 times warp speed or whatever. Yeah, and it would ruin your potential orbit because it wouldn't calculate it quickly enough. I don't know if it's still, yes, it still does it. Okay, it brings it down, and then we're down to 50 times, and then what we want to do is actually go and check that we're actually still got that. Actually, I don't want to go there. I want to go there. Let's focus view. We should still have our interaction there coming in. It's very nice, isn't it? That's actually quite nice. So 770. Okay. So for this, we want to then set our timer. Here we go. We're going to create an alarm, and we're going to call this sphere of influence change. Now, what are we calling all the others? Oh, there we are. Dual discovery one. Okay. So this is hello. Just do that. You do that. So this is Elu Discovery 1 SOI change. There we go. We're going to add that alarm. There we go. And we can see all the others running along now because we're still actually in warp. All right, so we've got 1 day. Oof, I'm glad I stopped that, actually. We've got 1 day until our Eve missions depart. And then we've got this. Oh, so Dres will be our next big thing. And hopefully that will start to pay back some of the money that we've actually spent on all these probes, because I am acutely aware of the fact that we haven't uprated our VAB yet. Not our VAB, I think, have we done the VAB? I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to have a look. The science facilities have not been upgraded, so some of the higher levels of science, if I actually look there, yeah, we've got another one to do. Is the VAB done? VAB as well would be good to do, because then I get my custom action groups, which I don't currently have. So we've got that. So we've got 3.38 and 1.8. So we're looking at 5 million for that. That we could do at any time, to be fair. Astronaut complex would be nice, but we're not going to purchase any more Kerbals. We're just going to acquire them. So that's not a big one. We're not touching space planes just yet. And that's fully upgraded, and that's fully upgraded. So we're looking at what, 5, 6, 7 million needed. And we're on 700,000. That's not a great thing to be, but anyway, let's have a look. Next, we've got these departures for Eve. So we're going to be going to them. Let's go to, let's warp to next. And then we'll jump over there and we'll get this Eve craft on its way. So this is the lander that we also want to put into, ideally, we've got that communications potentially system there. So we may want to do something with that. And we also want to potentially think about the Discovery craft potentially going to is it Gilly? Would be quite interesting. So let's jump to the vessel. And of course, we have our lovely screen transition, screen change, scene transition. That's the word. You can tell I'm recording this in the early morning because, you know, the brain is not fully on. Right. Delete that and let us have a look. So we want to, this is an old one, isn't it? It's got pretty much no control whatsoever, but it does use this, I suppose. I should really put together a nice, like interplanetary launch stage and things like that. This is okay at the moment. I do think its takeoff characteristics are not perfect. I would probably want to change that a little bit, but you know what? It's not bad. I've seen a lot worse. This is going to be interesting as to whether it actually succeeds or not. Oh, there's the moon. That's interesting. We're about to go into a lunar eclipse, are we? Yeah, potentially. Could be quite interesting. So we're going to do the cheaty time warp, stoppy warpy thing in a second. Just like so. Like that. There we go. And then we're going to fire our engines now. And then we're going to reposition ourselves using the thrust vectoring of that lovely skipper engine. Gotta love the skipper engine. I remember when it was first introduced, and it was sort of like, oh, it's like a small mainsail, but slightly better at, I think, efficiency. And you were trying to put it on everything, and it did change craft design quite a lot, because before that you just had the mainsail as the big engine, before any of the other stuff was introduced, and it was a big jump to the mainsail from sort of the what is now the Swivel and the Reliant, which I don't believe actually had names at that point. I think they were just LV or LR, LV 45 or 48 or 35 or something like that. And now, we've got more than enough Delta V for this, so I need to be aware of this. Actually, we need to get out of here, and we need to get having a look at Eve. I forgot Eve's so actually reasonably easy to get to. Focus view. Do we have an arrival? We do not yet. Okay. So what I want to do is just get us onto that maneuver node, and hopefully we'll see something come. Now the good thing is, again, just like Joule, Eve is big, a big planet. It's very dense, so we don't have to worry. Oh, hello. Stop that there. What are we doing? I've got a bit of a roll on there somehow. Obviously hit the wrong key. So we're coming in sort of polarish now. Let's see if we can get a bit nicer, a bit tighter, because the closer you are, the easier the capture. Oh, hello. Right, we're going in polar then, obviously. And it's going to be horrible polar, isn't it? Yeah, it is, because it's going to put the periaps right on the... Okay, well, I suppose that works for communications in some ways. We put something into a polar orbit, it's going to be able to do communications a lot of the time. That is an interesting one. That's definitely going to be a polar one. And we should be okay. They're not going to be... Oh, actually, yeah. We're not going to be occluded because, of course, Eve is on the inside. So actually, we'd be all right if we come around the back end and do this. So maybe we do a little tiny... Bit more. What's this? That is close. I'm happy with that. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's good. And then to capture that, how much is that going to cost me? Oh, it's nothing. Oh, it's absolutely nothing. So we could actually do a really loose capture even. Just out there with just 100. We'll do a loose capture and just sit it there. Think about it. I will probably bring it down. We're going to have to. What I will potentially do is bring it down to sort of here. Then at the apoapsis there, we will... we'll bring it down a bit further. Bring it down to like there. Then at the apoapsis, I'll bring that periapsis into the atmosphere. We'll dump the probe and let it fly through before we then pull our orbit back out again, I think is what we'll go for. So I think that's what we're going to be aiming for. What we will do, however, is I will get rid of that dead weight. That can just go flying off. That I don't want to capture. We're just going to let that slip away. Now, this, interestingly, might have changed our... Oh, yes, it has. Yeah, I should have thought about that. Yeah, that's a note to self. Note to self. don't get overly cocky about stuff, because we now have a situation where these engines are going to have to be used. So yeah, we forgot about the decoupling situation. Let's do a little. There we go. That's not bad, is it? Yeah, it's not brilliant though. Actually, I would like it to be closer. This engine is giving us quite a bit of thrust. So let's have a look. Can I maybe a little bit of a radial or something would do it? Nope, not that one. So let's go. Let's have a look. Now this, I was not expecting this to take the entire episode. I'll be honest with you. I've got 4 minutes left. So we've done maneuvers. That's all we've pretty much done. There we go. That's close enough. Ooh, that is. Where's Eve's atmosphere begin? Is it 100? I think it's 100. I don't think it's higher than 100. If it's higher than 100, we're hitting the atmosphere there, but that's fine. That's fine. We're going to be tight. It will actually make us dropping that probe off really easy. It means we can drop it off and then pretty much drop it at the last minute and then do a little radial outburn or something like that. Right. So that's that done. That's that on its way. It's going to get sun from somewhere, is it? Yeah, it'll get a bit of electricity. Yeah, it's got electric charge. Right, let's go back to the Space Center, because we have about 15 minutes until the next one. And then we'll watch them both go out of the sphere of influence, put their timers on. They should be the reasonably quick ones to get to the net target, because Eve is actually a very quick planet to get to. It is pretty quick, and you can go, to be fair, you can actually go at quite a considerable pace, because let's have a look. We got this maneuver. Discovery one. Oh, that is the one. So warp to next. You can go quite a considerable pace because it's actually so easy to capture. It's a big bonus in that one. Right, there we go. We're going to jump to vessel, and we're going to do this again. I've now got 3 minutes to get this one on its way to Eve, and then hopefully it means that next episode, instead of seeing me just sending things to different planets, we can actually see stuff arriving at different planets, so we can start preparing other things. We're going to delete and close. Right. Just go prograde first of all. Just get you moving prograde for me. All right. Let's see. This is one on this launch thing, and it's got this, which has got a lot of delta V on it. I would like this. I think this whole stage can do lots of stuff for us. I think we can go to Gilly, and we can land on Gilly and do stuff like that. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with the 3 biocapsules on this. Oh no, it's only 2, isn't it? It's 2 because it's got that. Whether we spend them at Eve or whether I spend them at Gilly is going to be the question. I don't know which one you get more science from. I think Gilly you should get more science from. If I'm entirely honest, I feel as though it should give you more science, but I don't know if it does. Right, we're just going to pull this up and then fire the engines. So let's see. It'll be interesting to see how much of this delta V we actually have to give up. We should have more than enough on this stage to do it. So we'll keep this attached until we're sorted, and then we'll do what we did last time. But what we'll actually do is I'll position it maybe on the normal, and that should have less effect on it. Or we'll position it prograde, do it, and then we can just fire retrograde to pull it back out or something. Is what I'm probably thinking. Right, let's get out there and have a look at Eve again. Oh, because Eve's on the inside. Yeah, set as target. There we go. There we go, Moho. Just remind you, Moho. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to actually focus view. Right. We're going to put a little bit of this in. Gives us a little bit of gimbal control. I'm going to keep this wide as it is. Got quite a bit to go, but I'm aware of the fact that I want to be careful with this one. This is the one that actually I'd really like it to be closer rather than far away. I know we've got an absolute load of delta V on it, but it just makes life easier once we get there. I've got about 58 seconds, so that's a thing as well that I'm trying to keep in mind. Okay, here we go. Come on. Show me. I'm not getting anything. What on earth? What on earth? It should be down there. That's interesting. It is not showing anything up. do we have a glitch on this? We're a minute in. We've got 0.5. 0.5 meters is not going to be that big a difference, surely. It is not going to be the difference between getting a rendezvous and not. Oh, it is. It actually is. Okay. Okie doke. Oh, and there we go. So, from me, until next time, have a great one.